What if I told you kissing is one of the most dangerous, intimate, and scientifically bizarre things we do as humans? We do it in movies. We remember our first. We even risk illness, transferring 80 million bacteria in a single passionate kiss. But here's the kicker. Not all cultures kiss. Not even all animals do it. And yet, for billions of people, it's a symbol of love, trust, lust, and even power. So, why do we kiss? Is it biology? Culture? Evolution? Buckle up. Because the answer is messier and more fascinating than you think. Kissing isn't just romance. It's communication. A kiss can say, "I love you," "I missed you," or "You mean everything to me." In some countries, France, Italy, Argentina, it's a greeting. In others, it's taboo. And sometimes a kiss starts wars or stops them. Think about Judas's betrayal, Cleopatra's seductions, or that iconic Times Square photo at the end of WW2. A single kiss can symbolize peace, passion, or total betrayal. Here's a curveball. 46% of cultures don't kiss romantically at all. In places like parts of Africa, Papua New Guinea, and some indigenous American groups, lip kissing isn't a thing. To them, it's either bizarre or downright gross. So what gives? Anthropologists think romantic kissing may be a cultural invention, not a biological instinct. It seems to have originated around India, then spread through literature, religion, and empire. But that doesn't mean biology isn't involved. Now we get to the good stuff. Scientists say kissing is a kind of mate assessment tool. When we kiss, we unconsciously evaluate things like immune system compatibility. Yes, seriously. Hormonal balance, genetic diversity, even fertility cues based on scent and taste. It's called chemical sampling. Our lips are among the most sensitive parts of the human body, packed with nerve endings. When you kiss, your brain lights up like a Christmas tree. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, all the feel-good stuff. We're not the only ones who kiss. Bonobos, the peace-loving cousins of chimps, use mouth-to-mouth contact to bond and resolve conflict. Wolves and birds feed each other beak to beak. Elephants entwine trunks. Even snails and slugs kiss in their own slimy ways. But humans? We took it further. We made kissing a language, an art, a billion-dollar industry from movies to dating apps. Ever had a first kiss that made your knees weak? That's not just emotion, it's neurological overload. Studies show the first kiss can make or break a relationship. In one experiment, 59% of men and 66% of women lost interest in someone after a bad kiss. Kissing can raise cortisol, stress, spike heart rate, or induce calm. It even lowers blood pressure and boosts your immune system. And fun fact, left-leaning kisses, tilting your head to the left, are more common, possibly due to brain hemisphere dominance.
Your first kiss rewired your brain, and you probably didn't even realize it. In a single kiss, your heart races, your pupils dilate, and your brain releases a chemical cocktail designed to make you remember forever. One kiss can trigger the same brain areas as skydiving, winning the lottery, or even falling in love. And it only takes half a second for your body to decide, do I want more or never again? This is the science of the first kiss, raw, psychological, and absolutely mind-blowing. We romanticize the first kiss, but the real reason it feels so intense is biological. Our lips are wired directly to areas of the brain tied to pleasure, memory, and decision-making. During a kiss, these things happen in milliseconds. Dopamine spikes, giving you a rush of euphoria. Oxytocin surges, creating a feeling of trust and attachment. Cortisol drops, reducing stress unless it's a bad kiss. It's basically a neurological interview for love. Ever had a kiss that just felt off? Scientists think the first kiss is nature's way of testing genetic compatibility. It's all about something called the major histocompatibility complex, MHC, a set of genes tied to your immune system. People are often attracted to partners with different MHC genes. Why? It may help produce healthier offspring. In other words, your nose and lips are testing for subconscious biological data. That's why the first kiss can spark instant attraction, or instant ick. It's the ultimate pass-fail moment. The moment you lean in for a kiss, your brain goes into overdrive. It lights up the ventral tegmental area, the same place activated by cocaine and gambling. You also engage the orbitofrontal cortex, which evaluates rewards and makes snap judgments. Kissing stimulates 5 of the body's 12 cranial nerves. It's practically a full brain workout, and that's not even the weirdest part. For many people, the first kiss becomes a core memory, a moment that gets filed under emotionally permanent. One study found that people are more likely to forget who they lost their virginity to than who they had their first kiss with. Turns out men and women experience kissing differently. Men tend to see kissing as a gateway to sex. Women, on the other hand, often use kissing to evaluate a partner's emotional compatibility. In one study, 59% of men were willing to have sex without kissing, compared to just 14% of women. Women are also more likely to remember the details of their first kiss. Evolutionarily, it makes sense. Kissing helps females assess mate fitness, while males historically focused on reproductive access. In other words, your first kiss could have been a screening interview and you didn't even know it. Movies, TV shows, and media set massive expectations around the first kiss. From Hollywood's slow-motion perfect moment to K-dramas with lingering eye contact, we're scripted to expect fireworks. But these scripts vary globally. In the US, the first kiss is often seen as the start of romance. In Japan, it's portrayed as a climax of emotional buildup. In Latin America, it's casual and frequent. These scripts shape our emotional readiness, timing, and pressure. No wonder the first kiss can feel terrifying or electric. Bad kiss? You're not alone. In one survey, 66% of women and 59% of men said a bad first kiss killed the relationship before it started. Here's why. Our brains are wired to seek symmetry, coordination, and scent compatibility. If a kiss feels off, it sends an alert that the connection may be off too. And let's be honest, no one forgets a bad kiss. But the good news? First kisses can get better over time because they're a learned skill, not just instinct. Years, even decades later, people can still describe their first kiss in vivid detail. Why? It engages the amygdala, the brain's emotion center, and gets stored in long-term memory. It's often tied to adolescence, a period when emotions are heightened and memories are sticky. That one moment under the stars, behind the school, in the rain, becomes a timestamp in your emotional timeline. It's not just about the kiss. It's about becoming more connected, more vulnerable, more human. From Napoleon to Netflix, kissing has shaped relationships and history, and the trends. They're changing faster than ever today. People kiss after swiping right in front of stadium crowds or even on camera for millions of strangers to see. But kissing has always been a performance, one that reflects the times. So how soon do people kiss now? What makes a kiss iconic? From candlelit dates to global revolutions, let's explore kissing customs, timelines, and one legendary kiss that changed history. Let's start with what everyone wants to know. When do people kiss for the first time? A study from Match.com found that 55% of people kiss on the first date and another 25% kiss on the second. So basically 4 out of 5 are smooching by date #2. But it depends on a few factors. Age, younger daters kiss sooner. Culture, in France or Argentina, you might have kissed before you even sat down. Intention, a casual date versus someone you're seriously vetting. And let's not forget, some wait until after the 3rd, 5th, or even 10th date. Because for them, kissing equals sign deep emotional access. Dating apps have completely redefined the first kiss. People now pre-screen each other emotionally before even meeting in person. The first kiss isn't just physical anymore. It's the culmination of digital flirting, voice notes, memes, and sometimes months of texting. But here's the twist. Studies show the first in-person kiss after an app-based connection is more emotionally charged than those from traditional meetings. Why? Because when the digital builds emotional momentum, the kiss becomes confirmation, a reward. And if it's bad, it crashes the whole connection like a failed launch. Not all kisses are created equal. Around the world, the meaning and timing of a kiss vary wildly. In the US, a kiss often comes at the end of a great date, like a movie-style closer. In France, kissing is more fluid. Cheek kisses are casual, romantic ones can happen sooner. In Japan, kissing in public is rare and often saved for private moments. In parts of the Middle East and India, kissing in public is taboo, even punishable by law. Meanwhile, in Brazil, kissing can be a greeting, and a first kiss can happen within minutes of meeting. Context, culture, comfort, that's what decides when lips meet. Now let's rewind to 1796, to a kiss that still echoes through time. When Napoleon Bonaparte left for Italy, he wrote to his wife Josephine, "I send you thousands of kisses, but none as burning as the one I press on your heart." These letters were packed with passion, longing, and borderline obsession. But here's the twist. While Napoleon was sending fiery letters and dreaming of her kisses, Josephine was cheating on him. The power of the kiss was all in his mind, an emotional myth he clung to in war. Their story reminds us, a kiss is not just an action, it's an idea, a memory, a battlefield. Kissing in the 2020s is weirder than ever. During COVID, kissing became risky. Some people avoided it for months. Enter the rise of the air kiss, the elbow bump, and even gadgets that simulate kissing long distance using sensors. Yes, you can now kiss someone in Japan from your couch in Seattle. Social media added fuel to the trend machine. First kiss videos with strangers went viral. Kiss or slap TikTok games blurred the lines. And now, creators use kissing as content currency. The intimacy? Still real, but now it's often broadcast. There's a reason so many first kisses happen during New Year's Eve, prom, night weddings, first vacations. These aren't random. Emotionally charged settings increase your brain's readiness for romantic gestures. Psychologists call it affective priming. Your environment nudges your feelings. Fireworks, slow music, a little champagne, maybe a countdown. Boom. The moment feels bigger. And so does the kiss. When someone kisses on the first date versus the fifth, it actually says something about them. Studies show that early kissers often lean toward high openness, sensation-seeking, optimistic attachment styles. Later kissers tend to show cautious trust, development, deep emotional processing, preference for high intimacy bonding. Neither is better, but they reflect how we connect. Your kissing timeline equals your romantic blueprint. Across every era, from ancient dynasties to DMs, the kiss has adapted. But it's always been more than lips. It's timing, tension, territory. It's the punctuation at the end of a conversation or the sentence that starts everything. So whether your first kiss was behind a school gym or on New Year's Eve with a stranger, that moment mattered. Because it joined a timeline shared by lovers, poets, rebels, kings, and now you. We've kissed through passion and politics. We've kissed across cultures, centuries, and even screens. We've explored the social weight of a kiss, the evolutionary code written into our lips, and the psychological firestorm of that very first one. We've learned how the brain lights up, how genes whisper through scent, how a kiss can say what words never could. From ancient dynasties to dating apps, we've turned the kiss into a language, one of chemistry, culture, and memory. Sometimes casual, sometimes life-changing. But no matter when or why, every kiss carries something timeless. It's one of the few things that still makes us feel connected, vulnerable, and completely human. We kiss to greet, to mourn, to celebrate, to heal. And while science can explain the how, the why is still a little bit magic. Thanks for going on this journey with us. If this series made you think or feel, we'd love to hear your story. What's the most unforgettable kiss of your life? Drop it in the comments. Like, subscribe, and stay curious. Because this was just the beginning.